Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is of course Catmanjoe, and welcome back ladies and gentlemen to another brand new Minecraft video on the channel guys, and another brand new video on my channel in general guys. Today of course the 1.17 part 1 Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update has just been released. If you're my live stream earlier on today, you probably already know about this. We've done a massive countdown, hence why this video is a little bit late coming out of course, but in general we're going to be covering the update itself for PlayStation and everything that came within it for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and we're going to talk about everything that is new within this update. Alright, so let's just jump right over to the Minecraft.net article and let's do our best to read this flawlessly and see what we can do. Alright, so it says Caves and Cliffs part 1 out today on Bedrock. New mobs and discover blocks. Today is the day as Caves and Cliffs part 1 arrives in Minecraft. Go underwater to team up with the Axolotl and swim alongside the glow squid. When you reach higher ground, tread carefully because the goats, might ram you. Want to build a settlement and that'll change over time. That will change over time, that changes over time, gosh darn. Mine copper and use it to build structures that will age right before your eyes. Have some spare copper ? Craft a lightning rod or go mining in an amethyst geode and make a spyglass. If you want even more blocks, the wandering trader might have a lush surprise for you. This is a big changelog, so let's jump in. And it truly is, folks. There's dozens within the changelog. I will have all the timestamps throughout this entire video, but we're going to do our best to read this as quick as possible, guys. So alright, let's go over this right now, okay? New features: Axolotl. Axolotls are amphibious creatures that spawn in underground water. Holding a bucket of tropical fish will cause nearby axolotls to follow the player. On land and in water, axolotls cannot be tamed but can be bred by feeding them buckets of tropical fish. Axolotls will attack fish, squid, drowned, and guardians. Axolotls come in a variety of colors, all with an equal chance of spawning, except for blue. Blue axolotls have a small chance of spawning as a mutation when breeding to axolotls. Axolotls can survive on dry land for a few minutes. After that, they will start to dry out and take continuous damage until rehydrated. When taking damage, there is a chance that the axolotl will play dead. While playing dead, the axolotl will regenerate health and mobs will be unable to target the axolotl. When a player kills a mob that the axolotl was attacking, they are rewarded with their regeneration effect and their mining fatigue is removed if they had it. Axolotls can be picked up with buckets just like fish. And that is everything right there for the axolotls. And let's go into the actual goat itself, of course, the goats, okay? Goat, the winning mob of Minecon Live 2019 mob vote. For now, goats spawn eggs, or goats spawn in extreme hills. This will change with Caves and Cliffs part 2, of course, which we already know is coming in December. Goats will occasionally ram into players and other mobs. Goats can jump high and take less fall damage than other mobs. Goats will avoid walking onto powder snow. Goats can be bred and tempted using wheat. Use a bucket or use an empty bucket to get milk. Keep an ear out for the elusive screamer goat. Going on from there, we got glow squid, the winning mob of Minecraft Live 2020 mob vote. Glow squids are aquatic creatures that spawn in underground water. When killed, glow squid drop glow ink sacks, and that's everything for the glow squid right there. Glow ink sack and glow item frame. Craft a glow item frame by combining a glow ink sack with an item frame and a crafting table. Any item in a glow item frame is perfectly illuminated even at night. Glow item sack and glow sign text, or glowing sign text. It's a sign. If a sign is interacted with a glow ink sack, the text will then get a glowing effect. Powder snow. Mobs inside a block of powder snow start to freeze and eventually take damage. Players can protect themselves from powder snow by equipping leather armor. Cauldrons fill up in snowy weather, crafting a renewable source of powder snow. It will also generate naturally in certain snowy biomes when Caves and Cliffs Part 2 releases, of course, again in December. Buckets can be used to scoop up and place powder snow. Most mobs can't walk or cannot walk on powder snow and fall into the block instead. Skeletons transform into strays after standing in powder snow for a while. Wearing leather boots allows a player or mob to walk on powder snow without falling in. Glow lichen, and I always wonder what this was because it sounds like a German guy's name. A dim light source that appears on cave walls and in underground lakes. Use bone meal to spread it along block surfaces and harvest it using shears. Amethyst geodes. These huge geodes can be found anywhere underground or newly generated chunks in the overworld. Amethyst geodes have an outer layer of smooth basalt blocks and a second layer of calcite blocks. Inside geodes there is an inner layer of various amethyst blocks. All types of amethyst blocks, including clusters, create beautiful sounds when you walk on them. Break break them, place them, or hit them with a projectile. Go make some serious amethyst. Go make some music. Excuse me. Amethyst comes in blocks from inside the geodes in two ways: amethyst blocks and budding amethyst. Amethyst clusters. Amethyst clusters grow from budding amethyst, which can be found inside geodes. Clusters have four growth stages: small amethyst bud, medium amethyst bud, large amethyst bud, and amethyst cluster. Full-grown amethyst clusters drop 4 amethyst shards or more with the full fortune enchantment with a pickaxe when a pickaxe is used, and drop 2 amethyst shards when broken by hand, piston, or other means. And finally, clusters can be mined with silk touch enchantment at any stage of growth. Budding amethyst. On any side of budding amethyst block where there is air or water surface block, a small amethyst bud will eventually grow. Amethyst buds can only grow when attached to budding amethyst and will grow until they become a full amethyst cluster. Cluster amethyst blocks. Amethyst comes in block form inside the geodes in two ways: amethyst block and budding amethyst. Clusters can only generate or only grow when they are placed on budding amethyst blocks. Amethyst shards. Amethyst shards are items used in a variety of crafting recipes. Tinted glass. Though visually transparent, light does not pass through tinted glass. Can be crafted by through tinted glass. It can be crafted by putting a glass block in the middle of 4 amethyst shards on a crafting table. Tinted glass can be obtained without the silk touch enchantment and does not shatter when broken like normal glass. Copper. Copper ore can now be found underground in newly generated chunks and can be smelted into copper ingots. Blocks of copper and cut copper can be crafted, as well as stairs and slabs. After being placed in the world, copper blocks will oxidize slowly over time, turning to exposed copper, weathered copper, and oxidized copper. Copper blocks that are not fully oxidized can be waxed to prevent further oxidation. There we go. Either by using a honeycomb item on them, by using the crafting grids, or by using a dispenser loaded with honeycombs. Axes can scrape off wax and oxidation from the copper blocks. Gosh darn, sorry about that, folks, my apologies. Lightning rod. All lightning strikes that happen within a radius of 64 blocks from a lightning rod will strike the lightning rod. Lightning rods can be crafted using copper ingots from a crafting table. A lightning rod struck by lightning will emit a full redstone signal for 8 game ticks. Spyglass. The spyglass is used to see faraway places and can be crafted with copper ingots and an amethyst shard. Camera movement. When looking through a spyglass is slow to make it more comfortable to use. This is adjustable using the spyglass dampener slider and settings on Bedrock Edition. Raw ore items. Added raw copper, raw iron, and raw gold items. Ores that are smeltable now drop raw items forms of the ore instead of the ore blocks, and these can be smelted just like before. This is to prevent clutting the inventory and have consistency with fortune on all ores. Ore blocks are still smeltable, meaning you can still smelt ore blocks you obtained previously or with the silk touch enchantment. Sorry guys. Raw ore blocks. Added block of raw copper, raw iron, and raw gold. Just like other ore minerals, you can craft a compact block with raw iron or raw ore items to save inventory space, or use as decoration. Raw iron blocks or raw ore blocks, can be placed on a crafting grid to break down into original raw ore items, just like what we can with diamonds and gold and one on the past anyway. Deepslate. Deepslate is generated in blobs below Y16. Y16. Let me see. Mining it with a pickaxe will drop cobbled deep slate, which can be smelted back into deep slate. When ore is generated in the same place as deep slate variants of that ore are now generated instead. Deep slate blocks can be crafted into polished deep slate tile, and deep slate brick blocks, including slabs, stairs, and walls. Deep slate blocks also come in cracked tile, cracked brick, chiseled, and infected variants. Stone tools can be crafted using cobbled deep slate. Tuff. Add a new decoration block. Blobs of tough blocks can generate in the world below y equals 16. Smooth basalt. Basalt blocks can now be smelted into smooth basalt blocks as a new decorative block. New cave blocks. While lush caves and other new cave biomes won't generate until the Caves and Cliffs Part 2 update, many new blocks are now available through the creative mode inventory or certain aspects of survival mode. Trade and loot table additions. Added the following trades to the mason. Will sell 4 dripstone dripstone blocks for 1 emerald. Added the following trades to the Wonder Trader. We'll sell 2 pointy dripstone for 1 emerald. We'll sell 2 rooty dirt for 1 emerald. We'll sell 2 moss blocks for 1 emerald. Moss blocks can be found in shipwreck chests. Glowberries can be found in mineshaft chests, minecarts. There you go right there, right? Going on from there, again, we're still so much to go, guys. Dripstone block and pointy dripstone. Pointy dripstone can be placed on the ceiling, stalactites or ground stalagmites, excuse me. Watch out if the stalactite is broken, or stalactite is broken, it will fall and cause damage to players and mobs. Players and mobs will take damage if landing on stalactite or stalagmite. If stalactite is under a water source or lava source, it will slowly fill cauldrons. If stalactite and stalagmite, again, I'm saying it so wrong, my apologies, guys, touch, they will connect into a full column. A dripstone block can be crafted with 4 pointy dripstone. Drip leaf. Small drip leaf will grow into big drip leaf when fertilized with bone meal. Big drip leaf is performed block, or is a platforming block, excuse me. Players and mobs on top of the block will cause the block to tilt and drop. Mob blocks and moss carpet, or moss blocks and moss carpet. When moss blocks are fertilized with bone meal, moss can have a chance of spreading to other blocks. Moss carpet, azalea, and flowering azaleas, again, it's not azalea, I think it's azaleas, also have a chance of growing. The hoe is the most efficient tool to harvest moss blocks and moss carpet. Azalea and flowering azaleas are now decorative plants. Azalea have a chance of growing after using bone meal or moss blocks. Fertilizing on azalea with bone meal will transform it into a tree with azalea leaves and flowered azalea leaves, which can be harvested using shears. Azalea and flowering azalea can also be used as furnace fuel. Rooty dirt and hanging roots. Tiling rooty dirt with a hoe turns the block back to normal. To normal dirt and drops having roots. Let me see. Fertilized rooty dirt and bone meal causes hanging roots to grow below. Glowberries. Glowberries can be planted on the bottom of most solid blocks to grow cave vines. They can be eaten and are as nutritious as sweet berries. Excuse me. Use them to lure and breed foxes. Cave vines. When cave vines grow or are fertilized with bone meal, they have a chance of growing glowberries. A cave vine that has glowberries emits light. So pretty. Cave vines are climbable. Spore blossom. Currently, spore blossoms are only available in the creative mode inventory. Spore blossoms are a new decorative block that can be placed underneath any block. New achievement and trophies. Wax on, wax off. Apply and remove wax from all of the copper blocks. Float your goat. Get a boat or get in a boat and float with a goat. The healing power of friendship. Teaming up with an axolotl and win a fight. And from here, guys, it's really just changes, known issues, important news regarding Minecraft on Android and Fire TV, fixes, general gameplay, etc, etc, etc. There is a lot of new things, of course, that they're talking about. This is other things that are obviously fixed and changed. I'm not going to cover all this, folks, because already this is going to be a huge actual video in general, just covering the initial stuff, but there is so much more here to cover, guys, when it comes down to all the other kind of technical fixes and whatnot. And if you want to read that, of course, it will be linked down below in the description. But guys, I hope you've all enjoyed today's video. If you have, please be sure to go drop a like on it. Please be sure to subscribe, help us reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers. We're currently halfway there, ladies and gentlemen, and any and all support is incredibly appreciated. And yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to go drop a like on it. I'll see you on the next one. Have a fantastic day now, wherever you guys are. And yeah, everybody, peace out.